Hey babies, it's Joy Navon and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So this video, or at least this type of video, is super long overdue. Okay, I know. I have not given you guys a lock update since at least a year locked, or at least a little bit over a year, and November 1st marks my 3-year lock anniversary. So just jumping right into my routine, I feel like during this 3-year span, not much has changed. Things have only just kind of shifted. So I went from washing my hair like every 4 weeks or so to like every 6 weeks in the beginning, to now washing my hair every 2 weeks. I really just love when my hair is washed and it feels fresh and it feels clean and my scalp feels clean. Also, part of the reason why I was waiting so long in between wash days is because I was trying to maintain my retwist. I would get my hair done, or I would do my hair, and I would just really try to keep my styles, or whatever style that I had, for as long as I could without washing them. Whereas now, as you can probably see, I don't care to have my hair retwisted anymore. I discovered that one of my favorite things about my hair, and I feel like even as I was a loose natural, is just my hair in its natural state. I always love seeing what my hair just likes to do, what it wants to do, and just how it falls naturally without me like manipulating it so much. And I don't really retwist my hair as often anymore, and I love that for me, because my retwist literally would only last like a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on like if I did a retwist in a style and then I was over it and I was ready to move on to the next thing. So at this point, I'm just really enjoying just kind of washing my hair every 2 weeks, doing my like oil routine, I guess, in between, and then just repeating the process. Honestly, truly, less is so much more for me. So as far as the oils that I've been using, I've started using the Wild Growth oil. This is a oldie but a goodie, okay? This has been around since the beginning of time, and I don't know why more people don't talk about it or why more people don't use it, but that is the main one that I'm using now. Before, I was just using the Mayel rosemary mint oil, and I still love this oil, but I honestly had been using that oil for so long that I wanted to switch it up. And honestly, I wanted to find something that was just simple, that didn't really have a large smell, because that smell definitely it smells really nice, but the rosemary mint is like strong. And also just something that was cheaper in comparison. And price difference, I want to say, I don't know how much that oil is now, but I want to say I was paying like maybe $16, something like that, for a 2-ounce bottle, whereas I got this for like $7 from the beauty supply store for 4 ounces. So it's definitely double the size and like half the price. By the way, if you guys are interested in either one of those oils, I do believe they sell them on Amazon, so I will link them down below in the description box for you if you can't just, you know, go to the beauty supply store. Okay, so let's talk protective styles, because if you know me, you know I love me a good protective style, and that is just something that I have always done. I have always liked. That's always just been my whole style, my whole thing with my hair, and that is something that definitely was not gonna change just because I have locks now. So if you have been following me on other platforms, or if you've just been keeping up with me in life at all, then you would know that I definitely have had somewhat of an obsession with Marley twists. I absolutely love having Marley twists, and I do have a tutorial on how I do them over my locks here on my channel already if you're interested. I absolutely love doing Marley twists over my locks because number one, it's just so simple. Number 2, I absolutely love how lightweight Marley hair is, but I do have one gripe about doing twists over my locks particularly, and it's just that I hate how my locks would sometimes peek through or show through the twist. But something that I found to alleviate that issue that I was having is just simply to use different hair. So instead now I've been using the Cuban twist braid hair, and that hair really mimics, like, I would say at least type 4 hair, so it blends really easily. I even use the same type of hair on my jumbo twist that was like super popular for you guys. A lot of you guys still ask me about that hairstyle to this day, and that is the hair that I would recommend if you're going to be doing any type of protective styles over your locks. Now for me, I will talk about my experience with that. I feel like there's a lot of people who tell you not to do that because, you know, it's too tight, or you could be like thinning out your locks. As you can see, my hair personally has gotten thicker. In following my routine of washing my hair every 2 weeks, using the oil that I use, and not like manipulating my hair in between, not doing retwists often, things like that. And then when I do my Marley twist, I'm keeping my Marley twist for like 6 weeks at a time, 8 weeks at a time, and just kind of like co-washing my scalp. That has not affected the health of my hair or the density of my hair or anything like that personally, or if it has, it hasn't affected it enough for me to notice or for it to bother me, if that makes sense. But you know, to each their own. This is not for me to say that, you know, go ahead and jump into doing that, but it's just my personal experience, and that's not something that has been bothering me. I also don't twist my hair really tightly either, so that could be like another reason why I haven't had any issues. But other than doing Marley twists, I've been really interested in wigs. I've kind of sorta always been like a little bit of a wig girly, but not so much so to where every single time you see me I have a different wig on. But I have went ahead and purchased a few in this time span that I like to just pop on every now and again, when I don't mind working with like a lace front. But other than that, I would say those are really the only protective styles that I'll do over my locks. And I love them because, like I said, they have not affected my hair. As we are talking about protective styles though, I also want to kind of transition into the next thing that I want to update you guys on, because I feel like I was having a time with styling my hair because I wasn't having so much fun with my locks. And I'm gonna be super honest about this. My hair has grown so much. If you can see from when I started my locks to a year to 2 years to now, my hair is much longer. But in between that time, I was struggling because something that has been brought to my attention that I have learned about myself is that there are 2 ways that I like to wear my hair. I like when my hair is short, like super short, or just like in a bob length. I feel like it really frames my face nicely and it's just cute. I also love the stage of my starter locks because they were so fluffy and they were like full and I had a lot of volume, whereas as my hair started to mature and my locks started to form, my locks started to drop and it became very flat. And they were obviously growing and growing downward because they were dropping and maturing. It was just a really weird length for me to navigate and for me to style, and I didn't really like how my hair just looked overall at that time. So I was having a lot of fun with protective styles and with wigs and different things like that because I was just not feeling it, and I was just like, ooh, this is like the rough part of the journey for me and I have to figure something out. But now that I feel like I have grown my hair to a length that I'm a little bit more comfortable with and I could do a little bit more with, as far as styles, and when I say styles, I'm not talking about like barrel twists and you know, just different type of lock styles, because I'm not, like I said, I don't really like how my hair looks freshly retwisted. So I'm not someone who goes to like a loctician or anything to get like different fun hairstyles on my hair. I like for my hair to just be free, as I was mentioning earlier. So when I'm saying styles, I'm talking about like a messy bun, or like being able to put my hair in like 2 really cute like pigtails or something, or have like a bang with like a high pony and things like that. And those were just like simple styles that I wasn't able to do, or at least if I could do them, they just didn't look how I wanted them to look. They looked very like flat, or my hair wasn't long enough to go all the way up in a high bun, just different things like that. And it was just kind of like, this is not the vibe. And so protective styles once again was my saving grace. But now that my hair is longer and I have a little bit more length to work with, I feel like I'm starting finally to have fun with doing those types of like simplistic hairstyles. I'm not gonna lie to you, and hold your breath, let me hold your hand while I say this. I'm interested in getting lock extensions.
What? What?
Now I know lock extensions, for whatever reason, is a hot commodity in the lock community, or at least it was at some point. There's a lot of opinions around lock extensions, but if you know me, you know that I don't care about nobody else's opinion, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. And lock extensions for me is something that I've been looking a lot into, just because, as I said before, I like my hair really, really short, and I also like my hair really, really long. If it's in between that, I'm not really satisfied with it. I don't really feel my most confident. And I feel like that's the most important part when you're talking about hair. Like, if you're talking about a hair journey and the process of it, I've been going through the process. Like, we all have different experiences with our hair and what we want our hair to look like. And I just so happen to have a very particular vision of myself and how I see myself and how I feel the most confident and how I feel, you know, just the most pretty, the most like comfortable. And short hair and long hair are those things for me. So being that I don't want to cut my locks at all, I'm just kind of interested in lock extensions, because I know I want my hair to be long, and I just don't really know, or longer, because it's already long. But I just don't know if I can wait. That's the thing. It's the patience part. I don't know if I want to wait 2 to 3 years for my hair to be as long as I want it to be today. Like, I already know how long, and I already know the look and the vibe of what I want to do. So if you guys have had any personal experience with lock extensions, or any type of advice or suggestions for me with like where to look or who to buy from, or etc, feel free to leave that down below in the comment section, because I would absolutely love to know. That would be so helpful for me. Other than lock extensions, I don't really have any other plans for my hair, or potential plans for my hair, because this is also still not set in stone. But I don't have any other potential plans for my hair. I know I've spoken before in previous videos about coloring my hair. When I started my lock journey, I was actually a redhead. I had red hair, and I still to this day have issues with getting all of that red out of my hair. My hair has grown so much, and on camera my hair looks pretty like dark and black, but if you was to really get up on my hair, you would very easily be able to see spots of brown, spots of red, like on my tips and things. And I don't like that. I'm having to color my hair occasionally black, like just using black box dye, because I don't have time. Like, I don't like when my hair looks like it's multiple colors. So that is leading me into what I was originally gonna say, which is that I don't have any plans to color my hair again, because I've been there, done that. And it's just a process. It's just a hassle for me personally, in my lifestyle and my mood and how I know I am. And I'm not in the mood to like constantly have to keep up with hair color. It's just a commitment. It's a job. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's basically the gist of where I'm at on my hair journey. And something that I could just throw in here before we close is just that I am so in love with the stage of my locks that I'm presently in. I feel like locking your hair and going on a lock journey, as they call it, is really a journey in and of itself. Like, you're going to have so many different like ebbs and flows, experiences. You're gonna like your hair one day, you're not gonna like it anymore. It's really a whole thing. And for me, although it's been a process, it's definitely been worth it. I don't have any plans of combing my locks out at all. I don't want to do that in the slightest. I don't want to cut my hair, and that's not to say that I never will, because I really don't know. Like, I'm in this space where I'm just going based off of how I feel today in this moment. And that's just with everything in my life. I feel like entering my 30s, I just turned 30. Well, not just, I'm about to turn 31, because that's how fast this year has went by. I turned 30 in December, and ever since, I really feel like I've just been in the space of like, I'm doing whatever it is that I want to do. I've really just been in a space with everything of just not caring and just focusing on what makes me feel good and what I'm happy with and what I want to do in my choices. And so it can change, like, honestly, and I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely fine with changing my mind and making new decisions after new decisions after new decisions. And that is something that hopefully you guys will continue to be able to see from me. I really just wanted to come back on YouTube and update you guys on this stage of my lock journey, because I miss doing these videos. I miss being on here. I miss talking to y'all, especially about my hair. I will be back. I've been shooting content as of recently for YouTube specifically, because this is my space and I love making long form content videos. It just takes me a little bit more effort and it takes a whole lot of time. So hopefully I will be able to come back here to you guys regularly and take it from there. But if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel. And until then, I will just see you guys in my next video. Bye.